We are with Pietro Monti, the marketing director of the Hotel Mediterraneo here in Sorrento. Pietro, thank you so much for your hospitality these days, and we're really, all the journalists were very much impressed with the amazing hospitality of your hotel. Pietro, tell us a little bit more about the history of this hotel, because this is actually a historical building, and you are actually the great-grandson of Achille Lauro, which is one of the most famous ship owners of Sorrento.
Yes, the history of Hotel Mediterraneo is long, starting from 1912, which is the year when the building has been created. It was my great-grandmother's house, Nonna Etta, she was called. And then
Nonna Etta.
Etta, Antonietta,
okay.
which in Napolitan is Etta. After the Second World War, she started to host refugees from the north of Italy, which was bombed, was contended between the fascists, the Germans and the Americans. So there was civil war and refugees came into the south of Italy. So she used to host some families. Then when the civil war ended, finally, those people were very happy to come back to their house. But at the same time, they were sad to leave such a beautiful place. And this lady, which hosted them so kindly. So they started to think about coming back, maybe renting a part of the house. And from there, my great-grandmother with her 6 sons have the idea of a business in tourism. So after a few years, they turned the house into a hotel. And then generation after generation, the business started and grew up.
Now, I think now it's really amazing, and the structure is it has absolutely all the facilities that a normal tourist would need. And of course, Sorrento is one of the most famous places in Italy for tourism.
It is. Sorrento has a long history in hospitality since the Grand Tour was already famous, and all the young men of the aristocracy from Europe and from the States, they used to come here to complete their education. So in Sorrento we are used to host people from all over the world since more than 400 years.
Who are usually your best clients? I mean, who are Americans or British? What is the nationality that usually comes always to you?
In Sorrento, in general, we have Americans and British, then Canadians, Italians, and then all the rest of Europe. At the Mediterranean in particular, we have about 50% from the States, and then 20-25% from UK. So it's a big block between States and UK.
And also the terrace upstairs is a famous location for the nightlife in Sorrento, right? So you had many famous DJs that played on the terrace. And
yes, our rooftop, which is called the Vista Sky Bar, opened 9 years ago and became an hotspot in the area. It is of course open to people which is not staying at the Hotel Mediterraneo, with some rules of course, but we try to run a 5-star hotel, a luxury hotel, which is inclusive more than exclusive. So we decided to open our point of sales, Vista Sky Bar, but also our restaurant Vesuvio to the public, to encourage people in meeting each other, and also with the local people, make friends also with the local people. And yes, on the terrace we have live entertainment or DJ set, and we also have some very good performer like Barbara Tucker, or very famous DJ, lounge DJ like Giuseppe Padilla, the founder of Café del Mar. So we became a kind of an hotspot in the area.
That's very important. And What do you think? What is the secret of the Italian excellence in the world? Why Italy is so loved by the foreign tourists?
I think that the hospitality is a great added value that we have got, especially in Sorrento. As I mentioned, we are used to students since many years, and the spirit of the authentic hospitality, which led my great-grandmother to open her house to people coming from other parts of Italy, is still the same. So everybody in Sorrento is happy to welcome people from all the places in the world, and this I think make a big difference, because when you are here you really feel at home. What we try to do at Mediterraneo, also if we are a big company with more than 80 employees right now, we try to keep the feeling of a big family, a large family, a big house.
That's lovely, that's very important.
And I think in Italy most of the hotels, family run, they do the same, and this is for me one of the reasons why Italian hospitality is such appreciated in the world.
And what are your projects for the future? What are your plans? Are you building something new? And how are you developing your structure?
You want to know all the secrets?
Yes, I want to know all the secrets.
Well, first of all, we are a 5-star hotel only since 2021, so this is a long road that we just begin to run. So we need to go further on the same there. Then we also own a tour operator at DMC, so we are trying to expand the business vertically, providing to the tourists all different experience here in the area. You tried some during your press tour.
Absolutely wonderful. Very, very well impressed.
Also because we are so in love with our land, so we try to make people discover all the beauties that our lands offer in terms of everything, in terms of architecture, culture, food, of course, things to do and place to see. So for that reason we buy the DMC, because we want to enlarge the experience of our guests. Then something very close to the hotel could happen very soon. But for now, it's still
okay. You're
still
keeping the secret. You're keeping the secret. Pietro, thank you so much for your hospitality and for this wonderful interview. And good luck with your amazing work and with your amazing hospitality from Hotel Mediterraneo with Pietro Monti.
Thank you for your time, for being here, and finger crossed.
Fingers crossed.